Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 19th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I saw Morning in Laud last night at Maryland Hall. I'm not sure where it's going to stream or show, but if you do get a chance, especially with what's going on in Israel right now, this is a can't-miss film. Thank you to the Annapolis Film Society and the Annapolis Film Festival for bringing this and the others each month to Maryland Hall. But now we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Annapolis police are looking for two juveniles who robbed two other juveniles on Tuesday in the middle of the day. At about 3 p.m., police responded for an armed robbery. The two victims were walking along Poplar Avenue in the parole section of town when they were approached by two other juveniles in masks. One was wearing a pink hoodie with black pants, and the other had an unknown top with gray pants. They pulled a gun on the victims, demanded their property, took it, and fled the scene toward Pindell Avenue. The police don't have any suspects and are asking anyone that may have captured something on a video camera to contact them at 410-268-4141, and thankfully no one was injured. Well, it was a poorly kept secret, but now the cat is out of the bag. Pussers will be going away. The Waterfront Hotel has declined to renew their lease after 30 years, and they will be closing up shop for good in November of 2024. But until then, it is full steam ahead and all things are normal. After that, Atlas Restaurant Group, the owners of the Choptank, are taking it over and will be closing it down for a multi-million-dollar renovation that will end up being two separate restaurants with two separate dining concepts. We do have some renderings of what they feel it's going to look like at eyeonannapolis.net. You do want to check them out. And if I had to guess, no more cheap and potent drinks on Dockside. St. John's College just got a $35 million grant from the Hodson Trust. Pretty cool. And it will allow more than $1.8 million in scholarship support annually. But the really cool part of this is the trust itself. Since 1965, that trust has given St. John's more than $100 million. And back in 1920, a man named Colonel Clarence Hodson broke down somewhere in Maryland and was helped by a group of college students to get back on the road. The only issue is that he didn't know where he was in Maryland, nor did he know what colleges these kids attended. So he established the trust and distributed funds to Hood College, Washington College, and Johns Hopkins University, 4 schools all here in Maryland. Pretty wild. Anyhow, the gravy train is ending. That trust did dissolve in 2022 after a 102-year run. You've heard me tout the benefits of Leadership Anne Arundel. Well, Maryland has a similar program, but for the state. Leadership Maryland is accepting applicants until the end of the month, and that application can be found at leadershipmd.org. And just as a heads up, this is a 10-month program from March through November and generally will require 2 days per month for you to be in attendance. And finally, yesterday I told you that BetMaryland.com was off their rocker when they said Brooklyn Park was the most haunted city in Maryland. Well, today they sealed off their rockedness, if that's a word, with their top 5 podcasts in Maryland. Number 5, they say, is The Ben Shapiro Show. Number 4 is My Favorite Murder. Number 3 is Call Her Daddy. Number 2 is Crime Junkies. And the number 1 podcast in Maryland is The Joe Rogan Experience. Now, that's according to BetMaryland.com. And I mean, come on. All of them are okay. But really, aren't we all listening to everyone's favorite podcast right now? BetMaryland.com, go home. You're drunk. All right, that's all I got news-wise. Podcast stuff up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. We're talking to Beth at Sage Vintage just in time for their end-of-the-month market at the gallery. You want to tune in and learn more. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on all the local news is the Daily News Recap email. That goes out at 7 p.m., 365 days a year, right to your email inbox. It is free and paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please do me a favor, let all your friends, family, and colleagues know about it as well. All right, that's a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, Scout and Molly's, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now you just need to sit back because we have George from DCMDVA Weather here with the only locally forecast weather report you'll find. And back again, it is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that coming right up, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, October 19th. Pretty nice day for the Annapolis region yesterday, and it'll be even nicer today ahead of another cold front that will bring some showers from Friday p.m. into Saturday morning before skies then clear out again for Sunday through much of next week. Look for mixed skies today with highs around 70 degrees, followed by mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with p.m. rain showers expected with Friday's highs again around the 70-degree mark with showers possibly lasting into Saturday morning with highs Saturday in the mid-60s or so, ahead of sunshine and lower 60s Sunday with more breezy winds out of the northwest, with the early expectation for next week being sunshine and high temps around 60 degrees Monday and Tuesday, with very chilly mornings much of the week as lows dip into the low or mid-40s each day, with some upper 30s not out of the question. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Going on now through the 11th of November, check out the Maryland STEM Festival with STEM-related events all over Maryland at some of your local favorite libraries, schools, makerspaces, and art studios. Head on over to marylandstemfestival.org for our calendar of events. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, Saturday, check out their Colorwork Knitting in the Round class. And there's a few more classes coming up before the end of the year. Registration is open for their beginner lace class, and they have a couple more second Saturday skills classes doing the Cast On and Bind Off series. At the Wildberry Farm and Markets out near Gambrels, the Wildberry Field Market got rained out last Saturday, so they're having a bonus market this coming Saturday. And they have lots of local artists, food trucks, and fun for the kids. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, on Saturday, check out their Fall Harvest Day, where you can pick and paint a pumpkin, make a dried flower pumpkin, make a fall planter, as well as enjoy live music, children's activities, and food. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing spider cookies and crackers, with one session at 11 a.m. and another at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, be sure to check out The Hidden Magic of Comfort Food Bowls with Chef Alba Johnson. And then on Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing candy corn fruit parfaits. At Local by Design this week, tonight, check out their Fused Christmas Ornament Workshop with Bill Donaldson of Attitude Art Studio. Over at Art Farm in Annapolis, Wednesday, check out the final session of their virtual botanical drawing for beginners, and their kids' fall semester is rolling right along. Today, there's mixed media for introverts for ages 9 through 11, as well as creative writing and art zine open studio for ages 12 through 15. On Saturday, there's a kids' art school for ages 6 through 8, and on Monday, there's beat making for ages 10 through 15. Another kids' art school with a weeknight session, with one for ages 4 through 6, and another for ages 6 through 8, both on Monday night. Also on Monday, check out cartooning for ages 9 through 12. On Tuesday, there's the final family clay class, as well as a whimsical wall trophy workshop, making faux trophy heads with recycled materials. And then on Wednesday, check out their alternative art school for ages 11 through 14. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today Brooklyn Park has a STEMtertainment series with Hear Hear, the Science of Sound, with an interactive musical program. And Bush Annapolis has sewing basics, hands-on with sewing machines as well as hand sewing. On Saturday, Brooklyn Park has a stuffed animal portrait paint afternoon, Severn has sit and stitch, and Bush Annapolis has flicks with sticks, watching To Kill a Mockingbird, while knitting and crocheting. On Monday, Odenton has Pride Crafts, and then on Tuesday, Severna Park has Stitchin' in the Stacks, Odenton has art inspired by music, and the Severn Library has an Emperor's New Groove movie and craft night. And over at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday we have our monthly open house, where you can drop by and check out the shop and meet some of our members. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events to the Annapolis Makerspace website also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
Ready for a new look for those end-of-summer parties? Come see us at Scout and Molly's. I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate this great little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center. Come enjoy a fun, in-person shopping experience with a bonus, real customer service. We'd love to help you pick out the perfect outfit for back-to-school Annapolis boat shows and nights out with your friends. Scout and Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thanks for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.